everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Nefty, my friend, welcome back. Thank you for being here tonight with us.
What's going on, everyone? My favorite hot toys, Jazzine, J&D, NR, Mesco collectors. How we doing, huh?
Question for you, Nefty. Tell everybody where you've been, how spring break has been treating you.
It's been crazy these last couple of weeks. I've been running around with my daughter who's at her final high school year, and we've been looking at colleges. And anybody that's in this boat right now knows that May 1st, you got to select your college. So she finally selected UConn, but it's been just going around to colleges, making sure she finds the perfect fit. Because like I was telling you backstage, she's going to have to sit down and eat the soup. You know, she's got to go through college. I already did my 4 years of college, so she has to like it. So, you don't want to be caught up running around, picking one college and transferring to another and all that money.
Right.
So we're good now. Now just her graduation in June and my son's college graduation in May, and then he's off to law school. And then so it's all over. All three kids in college now.
Busy.
Yep.
So, guys, we are going to have a short and sweet one tonight. Obviously, we have nothing, no action besides some Luffy action. Also, we're gonna go over a lot of things that obviously Nefty hasn't been around to talk about, and the main reason why I'm starting very early tonight is because of Andor. The show starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, I want to say, and so because of the show, I usually start 8:30, 8:45. I figured this is number one. The fact that, and shout out to Bob for letting me know, because I would have started the show at 8:30. Yeah, seriously, I had no idea it was starting tonight. And so he also mentioned that it's 3 episodes tonight. So it's not going to be an hour. It's not going to be 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a while. So I'd rather start early and finish early than have to wait till 12 midnight to do the stream. So let's get started right away, guys.
But if you want to come back, a guy like me got no job, I'll be back here. We would have to be like around 11. It depends how those 3 episodes. But I'm ready.
Well, maybe we get an Andor announcement for the Andor show tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got Gerardo in the house. Welcome, my.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
He says, hello, collectors. Finally tracked down the Flash from his own movie. Do y'all even crime spree across Hawaii? Yeah, that's a good figure. That's going to be a rare figure. Because, again, I feel like that whole line, that whole movie line, they didn't make many of. Look at Supergirl already. I don't know how Keaton is doing. The Batman and Bat Cycle, I know that's expensive. I don't know how that's doing. And obviously, the Flash is the last one. I don't know if they're going to do Dark Flash, but we'll see what happens with that. Guys, there's 15 of you guys here. Please hit that like button. We should have 15 likes already. If you're here to support. If you're here to support. Hit that like button. Also, earlier than normal, my conspiracy theory on the actual Fabs being replaced by becoming more true. Unbelievable. We got Lou. Welcome, my friend. He says, what up? My 1/6 One Piece collector is going to be signing my new monkey figure to the first 50 buyers, 100% guaranteed to be a future girl. You could also use promo code Fabi's fantastical birthday. Yes, guys, my birthday is on Thursday.
Yes.
So I will be on here streaming with you guys. Hopefully we'll have some action by then. If
birthday
not,
bash.
Yeah, exactly. If not, then we'll see what we figure out. But birthday bash, bring your wallets. We got Bao.
How you doing?
Welcome. Good evening, garlic knots. Oh my God. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my.
How you doing?
Good evening, collector. I finally snagged a CGL hat. Oh, he got it. Cupid. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is a great figure. Like I said, very, very third party. You'll know it's third party, but let me tell you something. It is, especially for your collection, Michael, your collection, that is necessary 100%. Also, guys, huge shout out to Michael, who's on screen right now. For those who don't know, I've never had the Darth Vader from A New Hope. That was something we were speaking about literally 2 weekends ago with Mike on stream. That's one Darth Vader. I missed a lot of Darth Vaders, but that is one that I think is a must to have in any collection, especially with my collection. Right, it's a must. I never really cared for it just because everything new was updated. Why would you go backwards? But Michael came through and he sent me this figure out of the blue, and here it is. I got it today. So
now, Fabs, historically, is that the one that's had the pleather issue?
yes, this is, and I got it today. Like I said, brand new MMS.
Nice.
279 right here. So huge shout out to Michael for sending me that because I never had it before. And
that's the one they did the third party entire suit, right? It was for that one specifically.
Correct. They redid. They customize a company customized an actual real leather suit for the New Hope version, a Return of the Jedi version as well. So you could swap again. These are older figures; they're different bodies. So these are customized specifically for those bodies. Obviously, it wouldn't work for a Hayden Obi-Wan Darth Vader, for example. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't work for something like that, but it's real leather suits for the older figures. So thank you for that, Michael. I appreciate it, my friend. It was amazing. Now I could say I own it. And like I was telling Michael earlier, the main feature of that Darth Vader is the voice box. No other really Darth Vader came with a voice box. No other Darth Vader, at least as far as I own, right? I own all of them except a few of them, and none of the ones I own have a voice box. Again, the only one I knew of having that was the New Hope version. So very, very excited for that. I am actually, the reason why that's out is because I'm making the video right now. And what happened was, let me show you guys real quickly. Here. So what's happening is, for those who know how crappy Hot Toys' batteries have always been.
Yeah.
So this is the new set of batteries that came with the Darth Vader, right? So obviously, as you can see, they're brand new. But if you look up close, what do you see happening already?
Rusting out.
Look at that. See the green already right there?
Yeah.
So they're already gone. So they're useless. Can't use any of them. So that's why I need to replace the batteries. And now, because these are not just your standard everyday batteries to get, I'm running around looking for them. And look what I found, which of course it is not the same ones. Like I said, I had ordered batteries. I found these. And of course, I think these work, but these might be the wrong size. So again, there's 3 sizes in here that I need. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So either I'm going to have to order them on Amazon and wait days to finish the video, or still drive around for another 2 days to get them. Oh, we got Patrick. You made it because we started early. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you.
Hello.
Welcome. Guys, if you guys didn't hit that like button, what'd you say?
You never USB hack your battery operated figures, the one that you choose to have?
Oh, I never. No. Because you know why? Because I'm not gonna run around. I'm not gonna.
You have a string attached.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna run wires around. I don't need anything lit up. You know what I mean? But obviously, for this figure specifically, I want to test the such an old figure. I want to test the light up function. I want to test the voice box, which is obviously the main feature, which I'm excited for. So I need those batteries in no matter what. Welcome, my friend Patrick. Nice to see you. We got
Hello.
Tooly. Welcome, my friend. Yes, guys, hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let's see who else is in the house. I wish I was there. I really wish there was a this guy, unbelievable. Hi, Nefty. We got Joe in the house. Look at this garlic.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, my friend. Good evening, everyone. What's up? Hot Toys God, Nefty, what's up? You're still collecting? Hit that like button. Unbelievable.
We had a tell them facts. We had to unite this morning, all Jazz Inc. followers. It was an event moment. Jazz Inc. unite.
God. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend.
You gotta see my review. Oscar worthy. Hollywood called me and I said, hold on. Not yet, bro.
Oh,
that review.
God. This guy. Shout out to the Pope. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Domino vobiscum et cum spiritu tuo. The Lord be with you and with your spirit.
This guy. Tool. Yes, guys, hit that like button. There's 20. We should have 20 likes. How many likes do we have? Thule. Let's get the roaches out if we're starting off on the wrong foot. Let's go, guys. You doing a watch party tonight for End of Feb? I don't think so.
12 o'clock.
Well, I don't 12 o'clock. I don't think so because it's way too long, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be 3 episodes every week. I hope not. But, to watch 3 episodes, I think it's, I think that's a little bit much. If it was 1 episode, absolutely. But 3, people are going to be like, all right, I want to go to bed. 13 likes. All right, we can't get started until we're at least at 20 likes. We got 22 watching. Let's see the roaches squirm. Thule, keep me updated until we get to at least 20, please. There are already 2 left already. So, roaches, good riddance. Good riddance. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. If you're not here to support the channel, have a good night. Have a good night and go brush your teeth. Oh, man. Let's go, guys. Hit that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that. 20 people here. And can you imagine? We should have 20. As soon as they come in, boom, 20 immediately. Done. But every stream. Unbelievable. How many?
Ready for this? I'm going to say this. The Andor Season 2 reviews. Do you want to hear it?
What do you mean? They're out already?
The reviewers have already watched it, and they've gone deep into the episodes. I'll put it to you this way, bro.
Go ahead.
It's on fire, they're saying.
Oh, really?
Yep. It says it's one of the best series they've done. So let's see.
We'll see. Yeah, we will find out tonight. Guys, there's 23 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. There's only 14 likes in here. Let's go. Come on, guys. Don't be weird.
So, Fabs, how you thinking now? Still on the Magic case, huh? You got any connects? What's up?
I haven't started yet. Looking for them. I am going to start very soon, and I'm going to start with the corner pieces. So I'm going to need 3 DF. I don't know what sizes they're going to be, but I'm going to be doing everything DF 120 anyway. So whatever DF size of corners I need is what I'm going to start with. Because once I get that corner set up, it's just going to force me to just keep ordering, DF 120 after DF 120.
In my experience now with the Magic case, always, I guess it's a common thing now. Everybody says it. Always be future proofing. Set it up, even though you may not have a USB figure that needs connection, but if you do,
correct. No, that absolutely. I was thinking about that. So actually, Rudy, he's building his whole setup. Yeah, his whole setup now, and so he's talking about, he set up smart switches and all this stuff. Which again, you don't have to have anything, that you want to light up, but to set it up, it's a smart thing to do because if you decide to one day, you know what, I want to light up my stuff, it's already set up. You know what I mean?
Yep. I
know, absolutely.
And it's crazy because he's gonna have a lot to set up. I mean, it's set up. I mean, his figures, the way he's gonna have to put him in and plan it out.
Thule says, Fabs, you'll have your module cases by at least 2029.
Oh, and with this tariff game and all that, getting it from overseas, that's gonna be a freaking Magilla.
Right. Yeah, no, it's gonna get crazy. How many likes, guys? Let's go. Come on, guys. Oh my God. I don't I don't understand. I don't understand. I will say this every stream. I don't understand, and I will never understand. I will never understand. I will never get it. I will never get it. The cool people are here. They already hit the like button. Of course, the roaches. Look at that. The roaches. Unbelievable. The usual roaches. Unreal. Unreal. Roaches, please gently remove yourselves from in front of the screen.
25.
Guys, please. Come on. Come on, man. We need 10 more. Let's go. Come on. Unbelievable. This is insane. This is insane. This is incredible. Ash, my friend, welcome.
Ash!
Nice to see you.
Hello!
Ash, did you unite this morning? When we got the call, the Jazz Inc. call this morning. Were you there, brother? Did you show up? Go ahead, Fabs. You was there, Fabs, right?
No. I'm waiting for
Rudy Fabs. A review.
Let's go. Come on, guys. 21. Oh, there we go. Night. Thank you, guys. They're finally leaving. My God. Let's go. How many likes? We got 19 watching. Let's go. The roaches looks like they left. Finally, thank God. Creepers, roaches, and jazzing fans. Sorry, I have to hit the like. The what? I don't think Ash knows what you're talking about.
It's your show. You let me know if I can talk about it.
No, go ahead.
This morning on Jazz Inc. on Facebook, he posted on what's it called, Trust Pilot, which I guess is a review that does online reviews of companies. He, I guess somebody went ham on and did a bad review, and he was asking his followers to please give their honest review of his company, because I guess when he went looking for this individual, he couldn't find him in his customer database because they used a Fugazi name. So
Right.
the symbol went out. I think I was in the middle of lifting weights in the gym when I saw the signal. Dropped the weight, went in, boom, boom. I did a Hollywood worthy, Oscar worthy review. Look it up there, man.
Wait, did you really? You went on?
Oh, Hollywood came calling us, and not yet.
No way. Well, so we're gonna get into that, guys.
You want me to read it verbatim?
We're gonna get into it later on. So don't.
Wait, let me pull it up. I'll read it.
Don't read it yet. Hold on. We're gonna get into it. Hold on. Take it easy. We got 23 watching. How many likes, guys? Let's go. Oh, you thought it was me? Ash said it thought it was me. No, he was asking you if you knew.
Yeah.
Oh man, guys, how many likes? Tuli, let me know how many likes. This is unreal. This is unreal. Every stream, I don't care. If they don't care, if the roaches don't care, I don't care. Okay? Because I know my people will stay here until the roaches get the hell away from me. So, I don't know. I think last was 16, so I don't know. We got 23 watching. We need another 7. Once we get the whole 23, we'll get started. But
23.
He's got 18, so we only got 18. We need 5 more. 5 more. Let's go, garlics. Let's go, roachies. We got Big Dog and
Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got 25 watching. We got 25 watching. Let's go. We need 25 likes. Let's go. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's go. Don't be a garlic. Don't be a garlic. We will not get started until we have the like count up to 25. Now we need 23. Let's go. Let's go. How many we got? How many do we got? Yeah. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. This until the roaches get bored and they leave. That's when we got started. 20. Oh, 3. Come on. 3 more. 3 more. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 3 more. We can get started. Oh, look at that. One left. Look at that one left. One roach. One miserable roach. Stay away from me, you dirty, filthy roach. Let's go. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. 2 more. Let's see what the roaches do. Let's see what the roaches do. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. These people, they really think I need 30 of them watching, not supporting the channel. Get away from me. Get away from me. Let's go. Let's go. We need 2 more. 2 more. Christian, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Welcome, welcome. If you guys leave, please. If you guys leave, can you imagine? Oh, look at that. We got 21 and 21. Perfect. All right, Tuli, do me a favor. Keep track of the people coming in, right? Every time you see a certain amount, 3 to 5 above the count of the likes, let me know. Same goes for Chris. I already warned Chris about it. When he comes in, he should know what goes on. So the moment he gets to, for example, we got 21 now. If he gets 24 watching, let me know immediately. If we get 25 watching, let me know immediately, because I will stop every time, because the roaches do not deserve this without support. Thank you, my friend. All right, so let's get started, guys. So the main action that we got today was the update of Luffy, right? This was a figure that it was from a show, the One Piece show, right? The remake of the Japanese manga. So now, right, this is the first one that was announced with then the green-haired guy was the second one. And I want to say there was a third one, if I'm not mistaken. But as of right now, let's get into this guy. So as you can see, this is one thing that I tell you guys and specifically I told you guys about Supergirl. Everybody, for whatever reason, how many? So we got 25 watching. How many likes? How many likes, Tuli? We got 25 watching. We should have 25 likes already. Unless if that changes, that means that the roaches came back. Tony Maureen, this guy, where have you been?
Hello!
Welcome, my friend. Long time. Nice to see you. He's a monkey D. Luffy. We got 26. We got 26 watching. How many likes, Tuli? Let me know, please. Let me know, please, because we're not moving until we get the likes. Now we got 24. 2 roaches left. Good riddance. Good riddance, roach. Good riddance, roach. Oh, another one left. Good riddance, roach. We got 22 likes. We got 23 watching. The roaches keep leaving. The roaches keep leaving. The roaches keep leaving. They keep leaving because their wives keep cheating on them. All right, so here we go. Is that figure Bruno Mars? No, that's Luch. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
All right, we got 24 watching. We should have 24 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button. Let's go. So like I kept telling you guys, what did I say to you guys? For whatever reason, people who got Supergirl assumed, right, because it was an assumption, there was no proof of anything, assumed that when they got her in hand, that she was somehow, some way fixed or updated or whatever. What did I tell you guys? Absolutely not. Okay. Why did I tell you guys that she was not fixed, that it was all pictures, it was all angles, it was all bad angles at that? Anytime and every time Hot Toys updates anything, just like they did Obi-Wan, we get an announcement like this.
Yep, update label.
Correct. They will never. Okay.
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
They will never update anything without letting you know that it was updated. Okay. They need to make sure that they get the credit for that update. They don't just give you things just to give you things. They don't just do things for the hell of it. There's a reason why they do things. So that's why I was able to tell you guys, if they change anything, they change it. But I can tell you, most likely, 99.9%, 100 billion%, they didn't change shit. Because it would have been all up in your face, just like this. Here, updated head sculpt, just like it is here.
It's a beautiful head sculpt.
No, it's great. It's great.
I saw this show. It was not for me, but I'm looking at this head sculpt. They got it nice.
It is very good. It is very, very good. Thule, how many likes do we got? Gotta ask. Has the tariffs slowed down collecting for anyone? Well, the tariffs don't start till May 2nd, so I don't know.
Well, no, but I do feel that members of the community are gonna take a hard look at.
Well, no, obviously. So what's gonna happen is the people.
It is affecting. It is affecting because already people starting to look at where they're gonna be 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now when it comes to certain figures. And you gotta understand the guys overseas, they got this tariff thing. They're not gonna eat that sandwich. They're gonna pass that on to us.
Right. We got 26 watching and 22 likes. All right, we got to catch up on the likes. We should have 26 likes. So let's wait until the newcomers catch up and hit that like button as usual, so we could continue on the amazing stream of Tuesday nights. The only stream everybody comes to show up to watch, but doesn't want to support like a real cockroach. Let's go, guys. Hit that like button. Yes, thank you. Hit that like button. You roaches, correct. Roaches, roach, cockroaches, roaches. Hope everyone had a great Easter week. And yes, you too, my friends. Hobie one. Welcome. Nice to say yeah.
Hello!
Why does he look like Michael Jackson? That's Luch. For those who aren't in the group, Hot Toys 16 Evolution on Facebook. Join the group and go check out why we're calling this Luch. Somebody made an amazing picture of this with Lucha's face on it, and it looks incredible. Guys, there's 27 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet, so we can continue the stream. This is ridiculous. So, Nefty, how do you like it? How do you feel about the update? Do you like it, or does this make you want to get the figure that much more?
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in the show or the figure, but the figure, the head sculpt does look amazing. But I'm not. I gave it, I think, maybe 2 episodes, and it wasn't for me. But the figure, man, this head sculpt is on point, definitely. And I know this show has a big following overseas, but not for me.
All right, guys, we need there's 27 watching. We need 2 more likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Carlo, my friend, welcome. Look at you. Nice to see you.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome. Dios mío, I hit the like button. Yes, no, it's them. It's the cockroaches. It's always the cockroaches. Choo!
How you doing?
Chucho Collection, welcome. Yeah, I know, Carlo. It's unbelievable. This is the only stream where people come. They can't get enough. They hate the host. Okay? They can't stand the host. But they're here every week sucking on it. Every week. Okay? Every week. Unbelievable. Every week. Fab, stop calling me. I am Kane Toad. What? What are you talking about? I am Kane Toad. Unbelievable. All right, so guys, so another thing about this figure, the reason why this figure is special. Look at that. There's 30 of you guys in here. Hit that like button. We need 30 likes right now before we continue. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see how many likes. Thule. Let's go, Thule. Guys, I want to show you guys something very, very quickly of a figure that is just like this. Just like I told you guys, I was going to get this figure on screen right now. This Luffy figure. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
You guys got to see what a collector collects.
Working on this. There we go. Zooming in. Bingo.
So, just like I told you guys, when I tell you guys something, sometimes I lie to you guys, but I lie to you guys in a good way. Okay. So when I tell you guys I'm going to get these figures in my collection, I get them like for real. We got 27. Oh, look at that. Yes, Ronnie. Welcome. Oh,
Hello.
welcome. Now 28. Thank you guys. Hit that like button. Thank you. See how nice that is? See how nice that is? All right, so this is what I got for you guys, for those who call me a non-collector in this community. So, like I tell you guys, I will always get these figures. These figures are beautiful. They're really appealing. They look really nice, right?
Bike?
This is the roach. This is the cockroach guy. This is
Doesn't he come with a bike?
well, they made the bike, yes, but he doesn't come with a bike. You could get the bike.
Okay.
So this is the battle damage. This is the version that they made 1,000 pieces of, right? As you can see, this one's got the open mouth. He comes with two. This is the only one that comes with two face plates, open mouth and closed mouth. The cool thing about this thing is, as you can see, you got the flame effect on one hand or one fist, and then you got the same effect on the foot. And this is the cool thing. Ready? So this here is magnetic, right? And it exposes the USB-C
Oh, snap.
port for the figure, which, like I said, this is the future for Iron Man figures. It's it's common sense. So this is the second one that I own.
Oh, man.
See?
Look at that.
So this is, for example, the Miles Morales 2020 suit, right? Miles Morales 2020 suit has the same exact feature, which is the USB port in the back.
Yeah.
Right. So you plug it in and it lights up, right? So you get the belt buckle light up and then you get the eyes light up as well. The figure, guys, is a well, you guys got to watch the video. The video is ready to go. It is loaded up, and I just need to publish it in a day or two, but it's ready to go. Again, great.
You're fat. When you get a chance, because you're Latin, you got to change his nameplate to Cucaracha Man. like, oh,
Man. Unbelievable. No respect. Joe says, why do they call him the cockroach? Is that what everyone is a cockroach right now? Because you're collecting them? Is now what it is? Oh my god. No, I'm telling you, the figure is sick, guys. Again, very basic, nothing out of this world. It's all, sculpted panels with a rubberized undersuit, which is something that we get plenty, over and over and over. But it's a very, very nice looking figure. Articulation is actually very nice. I can't wait to get the silver one now. I can't wait to get the original, because there's only two, right? There's Black Sun, and then Moon something is the silver one. So this one, though, is a battle damage version of the original Black Sun. So there are only 3 in total, which now I need them all. And if I get the bike for cheap,
you gotta get the bike. You gotta get the bike.
That's the thing. If I get the bike, because the bike is expensive as hell right now.
Yeah.
So if I get the bike for cheap, definitely getting the bike. But do I need it? Absolutely not. Because like I said, I'm done with vehicles, and that bike is kind of long, so it's gonna take up space. But again, with the module cases coming, kind of soonish, it shouldn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fabs, in the chat group regarding this figure, we were talking about I think last week when we had the previews of the Fantastic Four, and one of the questions came up on the type of body that to make Mr. Fantastic, given that he's Elastic Man, and you kind of mentioned they'll follow suit, something like what they did with this figure. Do you have the other pictures of this figure with this?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the Sideshow pictures. Chris, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Here we go.
Because you was kind of mentioned they might go this route with
well, that the only thing that would make sense is to use these effects as the Mr. Fantastic, because as you can see, they're giving you the elastic. See, this is the elastic. This is the elastic leg, and this is the elastic arms, right? So
yeah.
This is what I mean by that, right? They'll use this type. Obviously, I'm not saying they're going to use exactly this, but because they already did this effect to a figure, why wouldn't they do it to a Marvel figure? You know what I mean?
And again, for the people on the channel, we were having a discussion in the group, in Fab's group, about the possible way they can go with Mr. Fantastic. And Fabs had mentioned they may go a route like this.
Right. So again, I think obviously they're gonna shape the arms in different shapes. They're not just going to give you a straight long look like this. They could, right? They could, just to give you different styles of arm extension for him. But this is, as you can see, like I said, this is the only reason why I right away I said, oh, Mr. Fantastic, if they make him, they already did these elastic looking things. Again, I'm not saying they're going to use exactly that, but as you can see, Hot Toys could do it all day long, you know?
And we were talking about Miss Fantastic, the Invisible Girl, how would they do her? And I kind of mentioned maybe like a T100, like a liquid type of a second body that's invisible, like kind of like somebody mentioned also like mole with the mole that we have that it's light up.
Yeah, that light, yeah, right. Something like that, or not even that. Remember the special edition group. Remember that came with that fluorescent looking, see-through clear bubble looking
oh yeah.
So something like that. Or they could give you, remember that Tony Stark's shield for the Mark 80. Remember that hologram? Right, that hologram looking thing. So they could give you something like that. But I don't think it's going to be an actual figure of her see-through. No, I think it's going to be some type of effect to give you that effect, but not. They're not going to give you like a see-through figure. Absolutely not. That would be crazy. I don't even know how they would make that, you know. Fantastic Four figure is going to be crazy. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like I said, you heard it here first because I already said it months ago. The moment that the first trailer came out, what did I say? We are getting a full-blown Johnny Storm in a flame body. Okay? Mm-hmm. We already got Johnny Storm, Chris Evans with the flame effects all over him, right? But we haven't gotten a single flamed up Johnny Storm, which is the one thing that Hot Toys has to do regardless. Yes, we have to get a, standard head sculpt figure, but as a most likely a double pack, which would be great to have a full-blown even LED powered Johnny Storm. What do you think of something like that?
Yeah, that one they're gonna have to do a double pack because unless you're gonna have one body with a lot of BS attachments and a lot of people don't like it.
Correct. It's either gonna be, again, to me, it only makes sense to give us the standard Fantastic Four, uniform, and then the full blown Johnny Storm in charcoal flame, whatever. That is the only thing I see happening. But they can do what they did.
It may be a power pose too. If it's
correct. Well, that's actually a perfect point, because look at what they did, and I just got the figure too. Look at what they did with the Batman's and the Bruce Wayne Batman Armory. Yeah. They gave us a statue. Mm-hmm. So that would be perfect if they gave us a pre-posed, very light statue, like that Bruce Wayne. That is perfect. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's only going to be paint. The problem with that is you miss out on light up features, which it is necessary for a Johnny Storm. You need either the blinking, effect or the solid light up effect, but you need those effects for a flamed themed figure 100%, so that's what's exciting to see where they're going to go. I don't think the figure is going to hit the same if they try to pull off the Chris Evans Human Torch look.
Yeah, with all the attachments.
Right. That is kind of funky. Again, it looks perfectly fine, but we need that full burnt up, Johnny Storm. It's a must. It's a must for the collection, no matter what. Ben Grimm is coming home for sure. I like that most superheroes were veterans. Yeah, that's another one too.
He'll be easy to make though. He'll be easy.
Oh, that's going to be a King Shark styled figure, right? I can guarantee you, there's no need for that to do much, right? For the thing to do much. It is not a Hulk type of figure, right? It's just a big, bulky, rocky figure. So they could give us another, King Shark power pose type figure for what do you call it? For the thing, right? The problem is, actually, it's not even a problem, because they got away with it with King Shark. So why wouldn't they be able to get away with it with the Thing? Absolutely, they can. You know, the only thing is that it has to have the rolling eye system. It can't just be that type of figure where it's just a statue. I mean, they could do anything they want. How would you?
What about they went with the Venom, not the Venom body outside, but the Venom skeleton, the height and the bulkiness of the Venom character. And I guess the skin is going to be different because it's not going to be that wet look like Venom, but at least the height and the width, the internal skeleton, which will make a more mobile type of a thing. I mean, not that Venom is that mobile because he's still limited, but that's about the height, right? Venom would be the actual height and bulkiness of Venom.
So
the Hulk would be too big, right?
The thing is not a tall character at all. It's just a very round, bulky round.
That Venom is smaller than the Hulk, right? Because I have the Hulk. The Hulk is a bigger body. So
the Hulk is bigger. The Hulk is bigger than Venom and the Thing. Venom is bigger than the Thing.
Okay, so you say
but the thing is wider than Venom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then the Shark guy will do. I mean, because he is wide and bulky, and it's been a positive for the collecting community that have collected that character. And they have another one, right? Another shark with another suit I saw the other day.
Another what?
Another shark with a different suit I saw in social media.
No. They made a third-party suit for King Shark.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it looks cool actually.
Yeah,
I bought a second King Shark and I pre-ordered that suit immediately. I got the King Shark, my second King Shark for what was it? $120.
Oh, wow, that's a steal.
Yep. So this is what you were getting into. We're gonna get into this real quickly, guys, because this is very important. So go ahead, you explain since you know what happened.
Yeah, I guess this morning Jazz Inc. posted that he was getting a bad review on this Trustpilot when he went looking into the individual that posted it. I guess, as his word, they were not part of his customer data bank, and so he was asking us Jazz Inc. followers to step in and give us give our reviews on this, and which I did. But it's crazy.
Were you honest? Go ahead, word for word. Go ahead, read it now.
Read it now. All right, here we go. This is Hollywood, Oscar worthy.
That's not Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, Jazz Inc. has. Okay, here we go. Jazz Inc. has truly been a blessing in the collectibles community.
Stop! You did not start off like that.
Wait, you gotta let me finish. Then you
wait, no. Wait. We gotta go section per section because that's a lot of lies. That's a lot of lies already told, and you just started. So
let me repeat it so we can be on the record. Again, it's my full name.
Be on the record.
Jazz has truly been a blessing in the collectible community. Period. I'm proud.
Wrong.
All right. I'm proud to own several of their masterpieces. And what sets them apart is their incredible attention to detail.
I don't think so.
Hey, it is clear that every piece is made with passion and care.
How dare you?
Whenever an issue has come up, Joe's and his family have always been there for me with personal attention and thoughtful, satisfying.
Have you heard of a PSYOP
solution? I deeply appreciate how they carry the weight of the crown in this community. It is not easy dealing with us passionate collectors, but they do it with grace, heart, and dedication.
Yikes.
Then Hollywood came from. There it is. But the gist of it, again, to repeat, the gist of it was he put this posting because somebody had given a bad review. As a businessman, he cares for his reviews. He I guess he did his research and found out that this individual was probably or is a fake account because he said he searches customer database and then they come with no name up. So he asked for us to unite and give our reviews. That was on.
And you united for him like a real Captain Planet.
Listen, and for the record, currently I have the Batman, the one that you call the toilet stand, one in the toilet coming. I have the Batman animated, and I'm like, Mike, the computer is coming soon, May 14, according to my last email, bro. And we're gonna do a serious unboxing. Nice and slow this time. All right,
guys. Remember, the unboxing will sit in the box the entire time.
Well, what I do check though is even with the last Batman, I saw that there was that whole fucking cutting the bottom and taking that out. I wasn't gonna do that on live TV. That was a pain in the ass.
Right. No, I understand. So now, now, real quickly, hold on. Let's see what you guys are saying. Stop the cat. Oh my God. Thank you, Big Dog. Thank you. The first sentence of that was horrible. The first sentence, I was like this.
As of this time now, it's at a 4.9 with 92 people have chimed in the last 14 hours. You know, so he's had a rush of people. We've come together, united, banded.
Can you imagine? That is horrible. That is horrible. You are surely knocking all the comments one by one. Oh my God. Yeah, because it's all lies. How could you lie? How could you possibly lie to the community this way? Unreal. Guys, unbelievable. No respect for the community. TK, how are you? Welcome. Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Hello.
I think Sideshow's getting 300 Artisan and Vader's max. Well, that would be incredible.
That's a lot.
That would be incredible. The thing that I don't see happening is, number one, not even an RSVP. How are they going to pull that off?
And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you right now. No way Sideshow looks clean on this, because then 300 is not going to satisfy no one. So
I'm telling you, it's got to be 1,000. If they get any, it's going to be 1,000. Period. It's that simple. Whatever was allocated for everybody else in these selected markets or other markets, whatever they want to call it, and if they said 1,000, believe me when I tell you, Sideshow is getting 1,000. I don't know, TK. I don't know where you would get 300 from. That number doesn't even make sense, right? If anything, the fact that apparently in Hong Kong they're getting 500 now, right? Which is something completely new, right? The Japan exclusives are sold out, completely gone, right? So now 500 for Hong Kong and China, apparently. What does that mean? According to Patrick, channel member, shout out to Patrick, he said that Shanghai is most likely getting their set of 500, and then Hong Kong is getting their set of 500. Why would Sideshow get 300? Again, anything can happen, right? I always say it, anything can happen, but it doesn't make sense. Why would they get less than everybody else when they're supposed to be the partner of Hot Toys? Now, remember, another reason why it wouldn't make sense for them to get that many, that little. Exactly what Nefty said. That doesn't satisfy anybody. Okay, so that alone, it's not going to happen. Okay, so it would make sense to get at least 500. Okay, and again, even that number doesn't make sense, even though, right, Hong Kong and Shanghai are getting 500. Right, that is the only reason why it would make sense for them to get 500 as well. Right, it doesn't make sense, and it would never make sense for them to get less than this limited number, unless it is told by Hot Toys that other markets will get 300. Right? Again, I personally could always gauge these things. How? Because of what they say over and over and over. That's it. Again, can they come out of left field? We don't have an RSVP for Anakin right now on Sideshow. We have one for Darth Vader. We have one for Cherry Blossom. We have one for Darth Maul. Right.
Maul.
We don't have one for Galen. We don't have one for Anakin. So how do we expect Anakin's? I can tell you, I don't expect Anakin's at all. As of now, I don't expect Anakin's. Can they throw Anakin's at us? Absolutely. Go ahead.
Now, what's the going rate right now for Anakin? Right off the top of your head, what
so light side Anakin is definitely over 1,000, so about a little bit less than 1,100. And the dark side, from what I've seen, again, this was just immediately after the Japan thing, right? During the Japan thing, or right after it ended, something like 1,400. Okay.
Right.
So again, doesn't mean they're selling for that. But that's what somebody was selling. And actually, no, that was the light side that Michael sent me. Michael sent me a screenshot of somebody selling for 9 and change. It was 9 something, but it was a light side. But it was it was always, actually, the group was always hard, and it was a person. I would never risk, paying that much money to a random person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me ask you this question, because obviously I haven't been around much, and the last couple of weeks when this whole thing was going down. But based on your extensive experience, when it comes to the word exclusive, which Artisan is exclusive, what has been the MO? If you miss the exclusive here, in this case Japan, does it show up in another form in down the road?
So,
in your experience.
So here's
think of Spidey. Think of the past exclusives.
Right. Harold, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm the green.
The norm has always been Sideshow doesn't get shit. That's always been the norm. Okay.
And it doesn't come back in any other form down the road?
Never, ever, ever, ever. Okay. This is, again, just from history.
Okay.
Within the past few years, though, things have changed. Okay. So, for example, the Shanghai Gold Chrome Midas, right? The Mark 21 Midas was a Shanghai exclusive figure from years ago that only came out in Shanghai. Okay. I don't care where you live in the US, that figure never came here. That figure took me years to get because I didn't even know it existed. So if Sideshow didn't show it, I didn't know about it.
Okay.
Right. So I would only see it in other groups when people would post it, be like, yo, what the hell is that? That's how I would find out about other figures that weren't on Sideshow. So when I started noticing that, I started checking eBay then, because obviously the only other place was eBay to find them. So I would obviously, put it on watch, my watch list, and just stare at it for years and years and years until it came, it became cheap enough. And actually I bought it for $250 in a group. It was used obviously for years, but it was 100% complete. It wasn't damaged. It wasn't scratched. It wasn't, beat up. It was perfect. I still have it. One of my favorite figures of all time, just from the paint application. So that specific case was the norm, right? So whatever came out overseas, it was never available on Sideshow. I'm going to give you another example. There was a chocolate version War Machine figure, right? It was like chocolate, whatever. I don't know why it was called chocolate, but it was called chocolate. That never appeared on Sideshow. But they came out with a milk version or something. Again, it wasn't that special edition version from overseas, but the figure style did come to Sideshow, right? So we got the exclusive, but in a different way than Hong Kong or China or whatever. So that's what happens, right? So now the reason you ask that question is because you're noticing that sometimes, again, within the past few years, what happens? They have an exclusive overseas that nobody can touch, but then Sideshow will get something just for them. Not exactly the same, but something for them. So as you notice what I've been telling you, there's a progression of things changing over the years.
Yeah.
They went from never getting shit to getting here and there, meaning getting their own version of it, to now we're being told, this mark is getting a certain amount, which is usually Sideshow. At this point, because of the fact of what happened with Toys Wonderland and how much money they were losing, and how I'm assuming they were almost bankrupt. The fact that they haven't been to a Comic-Con says it all, right? So That alone was a reason for Sideshow to have this. We need these specials as well. Absolutely. Why? We need these deposits. 100%. We need to lock in deposits. We need to make this money.
It's money. It's money.
So another reason why it's an important conversation for Sideshow to have with Hot Toys. Yeah. These rapid fire releases are locked in money for Sideshow. You know, these figures are announced, boom, they're ready to ship within a month from Sideshow. That is locked in money like that. They don't need to sit a year waiting for the product to come out. They don't need to wait for a year for the figure to come out. They're ready to ship, ready to go. That's money in their pocket. Go ahead, nephew.
We take it for granted because in that Japan celebration, in a matter of hours, it was sold out. I mean, that's a great feat in itself to sell a product out. And you know what I'm going to do? Celebration is coming to LA. I'm going to go with all my freaking families. And I'm going to buy everything out. There you go. You want one? $1,000. Wait, 27. We're going to go?
Wait, question.
Yeah.
So you saw the picture.
No. What the celebration
of the picture of the kid doing exactly what you just did.
Oh yeah. I love that.
Disrespectful.
I'm gonna do that. In 2027, we're gonna go to LA celebration, and we're gonna grab everything, and everybody overseas. We're gonna suck it.
Guys, there's 40 of you guys in here. 41 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. Thule, how many likes? Please let me know. I think the roaches are back. We got Moo.
Hello.
Welcome, guys, we should be at 40 likes. Let me know, Thule, please. Let me know, Thule. Watch the roaches scatter. There you go. 4 dropped like a bunch of dirty roaches. Let's go. If you're not here, hit the like button. Stay away from me. If you're not here, what?
What do you say? Celebration, LA 2027.
Well, by then it'll be a smart city. That's why it's happening there. Remember that LA is set up. It's set up for 2027 specifically to become a full-blown smart city. That's why they're having it over there.
Who's is asking about the raffle? Busting my balls.
31 likes and 35 watching. All right, we need to catch up, guys, because 4 roaches left. Well, 5 roaches left already. So we need to catch up with the likes. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't make me block you from my life again.
So in essence, according to what you're saying, that Sideshow is definitely going to have a hopefully they'll have something aside more than 300.
Yeah, no, again, it would only make sense. It would only make sense. There's no reason to why they're going to give 500 for Hong Kong and China and then 300 for Sideshow. That makes no sense.
Truly made a good point there.
Huh? Hold on. Let me catch up. Buy Smart People. SS is coming out with Sculpted for Matt. This guy, guys, this guy is waiting to body swap this thing. Okay, do not listen to this guy. Unbelievable. He's waiting for nothing. Tim Harvey, welcome.
Hello.
First time here. Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 35 of you guys in here. See, 6 roaches left. Thank you guys for leaving. I'd rather you leave than stay near my presence. Tika said, Hong Kong getting 500, at least 500 for everyone else. Sideshow.
Yeah.
No, but you know what it is? You know what? I can tell you this right now. There has never been, as far as I remember, and I could be completely wrong, but I can tell you, there has never been a scenario where Hot Toy says markets have this amount, and that means that those markets are splitting those numbers. Not happening. It is not happening. So whatever you guys think that they're splitting with anybody or any other country, it ain't happening. Everybody's getting their own allocation numbers, and that's it. And I can tell you, it's not going to be 500 here and 200 there and 100 here. It ain't going to happen like that. That is not uniform. That doesn't make sense. If you pay attention to what Hot Toys does every time, it is always uniform. All right, we got 39 back. How many likes, Thule, please? All right, we got to catch up because I'm stopping right now. The roaches keep coming back like a bunch of dirty roaches that need to be sprayed with Raid. So let me catch up with you guys while they hit the like button because this is ridiculous. Anything less than 1,000, I really wouldn't think would worth. But thank you. But it's not even that. But it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even a hassle. It's not even a hassle.
No, right?
It's just whatever it is allocated to them. It is. That's what it is, right? It's what it is. It's just the numbers. The numbers don't make sense, right? So exactly what you're saying. 1,000 to me would be the normal minimum. Okay. Now that would just be the normal minimum. Again, remember that US has thousands of collectors. Okay. That shop there, thousands. So to give them 300, again, they could give them 100 if they want, right? But to give them 300 wouldn't make sense, and it wouldn't make them money. Okay, that's number one. Number two, let me see how many likes. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, guys. Beautiful. So another thing, like I was saying, where did I leave off? So. Go ahead. What'd you say?
You're talking about Ron's statement about the Sideshow 1,000 piece.
Right. So for them to give us 1,000, right? What was Anakin? I'm pretty sure it was what?
1,500?
1,500, right? That is a limited figure, the lights at Anakin. Okay. They got 1,500. Why would they get 300 of Darkseid? Again, the figure is very limited as is already. That's why nobody's getting one. And if you want one, it's 1,200,000 up. So it's already limited. Right? We got 1,500 in Japan, and then everybody else was supposed to get 1,000. Whoever else was supposed to get 1,000, they got 1,000. Right? So why would they all of a sudden be like, oh, Sideshow's getting 300? Remember, from the Japan exclusive stuff, all that celebration stuff, Sideshow has not been mentioned regarding Galen, regarding Anakin at all. Okay, so how can we expect? Again, I'm not expecting anything. I told you guys from day one, Anakin's coming to Sideshow. What did I tell you day two? Do not expect Anakin on Sideshow. And here we are. Celebration's over. They're sold out in Japan. Still no Sideshow RSVP. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be logical, okay, for Sideshow to just throw those Anakins at us. It wouldn't make sense. Look at what they did with Darth Maul. Look at what they did with Darth Vader. Look at what they did with Cherry Blossom. RSVP for a reason. Now, with the RSVP, knowing that they alerted us, that's why they offered the RSVP. So we're aware. So we're not crying after the fact, oh my God, we didn't know that they were up for sale. That's why they give you the RSVP. Now, that's up to you if you want to RSVP for it. That's your problem. You're not forced to do so. But when you do that, right? They do that so they could gauge how many people,
gauge how many people are interested.
Correct. How many people are interested. So that's why they do that. Right now, whatever, if you get one, you get one. If you don't, you don't. That's not their problem. But they warn you so you know, so at least you try to get one, right? Obviously, people show up, you guys know the YouTubers that go into the queues and then, they get to their spot and they're like, just kidding. And they leave and they ruin it for everybody. So, no, it's common. They do it all the time. So, that's annoying. But overall, Nefty, you tell me what you think regarding the Anakin numbers would make sense to you personally. And do you expect any Anakins at Sideshow personally?
Personally, no, because I haven't seen any sign. I mean, the minute I see an RSVP, I guess I'll be wrong. But as of now, I haven't. They know the figure's out there. May 4th is around the corner. It's a week away, right? If they ever going to do anything with the May 4th, why not announce it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Get us ready. Get us ready for whatever, whether we get it or not. And overall, this whole Anakin limitedness, it's part of the game of collecting. He's called the chosen one. I call him the elusive one. I haven't gotten the original dark side or the light side, not because I don't want it. I want it. I'm gonna try now. Somebody just whispered in my ears a way of getting the dark side. But it's part of the game. I would love to have any of these characters, but I understand it's exclusiveness. It goes back to the core of collectors, of true collecting, trying to get that elusive figure. Question: where do you think the number will stop with either Anakin? Height, number, how much? What's the highest? We're gonna go with this.
Jerpo, my friend, welcome.
When it's absolutely sold out everywhere. When Hong Kong is done, Singapore, Sideshow, that's it. A retailer doesn't have it. Now it's in the hand of us, the collectors. What's the highest we'll go?
The highest I'll go, or the highest the figure will go?
The highest both figures will go. Future prediction.
Well, so I could tell you off the bat, just from being so scarce, light side Anakin will be less expensive than dark side Anakin 100%. By a few $100s, I can tell you that already. I'm gonna say that at its peak, I want to say dark side Anakin will most likely reach $2,000, if not more.
I was gonna say 1,800.
Yeah, it's not far from there. You know, I would say $2,000, and I could say most likely even higher than that. Just from scarcity.
I would have said the light side at its lowest, 780. At the lowest, like when it's at rock bottom.
It could drop. Yeah, it could drop. That one could drop, but I mean, 780, that's almost retail. I don't think so. I think it'll be
retail 780.
Well, retail is, almost 5.
Oh, okay.
Plus tax and shipping. So, you're almost 6, so that's the thing. So, when it comes to the Anakin now and this May 4th celebration that, that Sideshow has us signed up for, because remember, we had to sign up for that too. Mm-hmm. The one thing I see happening is during then getting the announcement for the dark side Anakin, whatever allocation number they got. The thing is, again, it doesn't make sense, because why do they do that for Maul, Cherry Blossom, and Vader, but not Galen or Anakin? So that's why I could tell you, and I've been confidently telling you, it doesn't make sense for him to be at Sideshow. Again, they could do whatever the hell they want. We could wake up tomorrow and be like, Sideshow's having, 200 Anakins, because, anything can happen. But just from pattern, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If they hadn't done any RSVPs for any of the figures that they did, again, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Cherry Blossom, I would have been more open to the possibility of, well, anything's possible with Anakin, because if we haven't gotten anything, then anything's possible. If there's no announcement, there's a possibility of one. Mm-hmm. But now if you got 3,
and he hasn't
out of 5, and that Galen was the one that was specifically, strictly 1,000,000,000% Japan only. That's why nobody's even talking about, well, there's a possibility that Galen might show up on Sideshow. You know what I mean? So that's what I go by. If they don't show you anything, how can I just be like, oh,
yeah.
But again, for the May 4th celebration, anything's possible. During that time frame, anything's possible.
And again, for the record, I'm frustrated, but I understand that's how the game is played in collecting. I'm frustrated because that's a figure that I've been waiting and wanting. Now I am dreaming that they come up with a sculpted version, a lesser sculpted version down the road.
Never. It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense.
That they didn't get the exclusive.
No. But I'm going to ask you a question. How many times has that happened?
I can't remember.
0. When the Joker came out, what did they do? You pick Artisan or you pick...
Yeah, it was at the same time.
Correct. What did they do with Jack Sparrow?
Same time. Yep.
Same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, again, just from pattern alone, doesn't make sense. They can do whatever they want, obviously, but it doesn't make sense. So, and how I view it is, obviously, Artisan is the best, right? This is top of the line. At least it's supposed to be, right? So, if we go from Artisan, right? We go from Artisan to sculpted by itself. We went from Artisan by itself to sculpted by itself for the same figure. Makes no sense. Another example. Look at what they did with Moon Knight. They gave you, again, at the same time.
Yep, same time.
At the same time. They gave you the dirty Moon Knight with the Moon Knight outfit, and they gave you sculpted Mr. Knight.
Yep.
So take your pick. Do you want rooted? So that's
it's right there at the same time. Yep.
Correct. That's your thing. So that's why, again, can they come out tomorrow and say, here's a sculpted? Of course. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make sense. It could, just from what I just mentioned, it doesn't make sense. It could never happen. You know, so that's why the fact that Luch keeps saying, oh, sculpted, he doesn't even collect. That's number one. So for him to even come out with that is delusional. Okay.
The Lulu.
Exactly. Literally the Lulu. We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Oh my God.
You know, Luch is he.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Luch Anakin version by Luch. Piece it together, bro. With a $6 million man body.
Darth Vader becomes Darkside Anakin with blue lightsaber for Sideshow. So again, anything can happen. Anything can happen, right? They could sell you, but again, I can tell you this much. They're not going to give a figure overseas, right? And then change it for Sideshow.
Not immediately.
And what I just said is 100% inaccurate and accurate at the same time. Why? When we get a special edition figure from overseas, what is the difference between overseas and Sideshow? We get a special edition sticker and we get a Sideshow exclusive sticker. Mm-hmm. Same exact figure, right? But we get those two stickers. Now, what is on top of that? What is the second thing that they've been changing? The coins. What are they doing with the coins? Overseas, we get red. Mm-hmm. Sideshow, we get yellow. So that is one thing that they are changing and is different. So if what you're saying was an option, right? Was an option, that's not something they would change, right? They wouldn't change the lightsaber. They would change the special edition, whatever, which on top of that, Darkside Anakin didn't come with anything special edition. Yeah. So even on top of that, there's nothing that they can be like, all right, you know what? Let's make it a Sideshow exclusive, which even if they come out with Anakin's at Sideshow, they're going to be called Sideshow exclusives, right? Regardless. But because remember that the Sideshow exclusive means that no other Sideshow retailer is going to get it but Sideshow. Yep, so anybody that Sideshow distributes to will not get a Sideshow exclusive figure. You know, so that's what that's about. Again, that could happen, right? That could happen where there's figures that do apply for these resellers. Absolutely. I'm not saying that it never happens, but I can tell you that Anakin is not going to be one of them.
Yeah, elusive one. So I'll be waiting on him.
Anthony, my friend, welcome. I'm doing. Fab, I heard you Kanye's cousin. Can you comment? What's Kanye's cousin? Who's Kanye?
Wes?
Who?
I don't know.
I heard you're Kanye's cousin. Can you I don't know Kanye. Who's Kanye? 34 likes. Guys, hit that like button. There's 38 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you have it here. We got Wayne in the house. Welcome, my Welcome. Let's get those roaches out of here. Absolutely. Get away from me, roaches. We got 39 likes. Look at that. Thank you. Wait, did I go backwards? Yeah, I think I'm over. Fabs, you're wrong. You said after Selb, there will be deep. Just wait, Ash. Just wait. Just you wait. The Raven. Welcome. First time here.
Hello!
Anakin is stuck in customs. Oh no.
That's a good thing. It's coming. It's just they gotta go through the.
Well, no, you don't want that stuck anywhere because you know they could be like, oh, this is subject to tariffs now. You know what I mean? That's why it's scary. You don't want anything stuck there right now ever. They'll probably announce a brand new Wolverine from the Deadpool movie and label it exclusive to limited. Absolutely, that's coming. Then we're getting more Wolverines 100%. So don't sleep on those. 2K easy for Anakin, absolutely 100%. We got Sean. How are you, my friend? Hello there. This thing is full of the moment someone puts something true that is negative, he will use this platform for a defamation lawsuit against previous buyers' bad experiences. Oh my God. We got Jeremy in the house. Look at this guy. Unbelievable.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, I want to give a shout out to Jeremy for, first of all, for being here. Number one, he was afraid of showing up. He said, well, you kick people out all the time. I said, no. I said, obviously not you. So welcome, my friend. Also, like I tell you all the time on stream, if you haven't joined his group, join the group. He has these auctions all the time, every day. I've gotten 2 of them, cheap figures. My BT1 from him on a raffle for $190. And I also got just now the Superior Suit Spider-Man from him also in the auction, brand new sealed. So thank you for that, my friend. So again, if you haven't joined, join.
He's a YouTuber?
No, he's Jeremy Casa.
Oh, Jeremy Casa. Okay, yeah.
That's Jeremy. I offered him to what do you call it, to come on stream. So that may happen at some point, guys. So stay tuned. That'll be my stream where 1,000 viewers will show up. I'll have 10 likes and they'll all have to leave, you know, because it's not going to happen.
Jeremy, I'm going to be reaching out to you.
Yes, Jeremy. Nefty is actually, he did already.
Yeah.
The sculpted will be called Anakin Can Keep You Glued. This guy. Oh my God. They're going to make an Artisan Anakin from AOTC exclusive for Sideshow. Everyone wants that. You think so?
Okay.
You think so? Well, I could tell you this. Attack of the Clones. They're already doing the Naboo version.
Yes.
Right? They're reusing that head sculpt. They can 100% do it sculpted. I mean, rooted. The problem is, I'm going to give you the problem and the only problem.
TK, who's your source?
The fact that they're already going on 2 uses of the head sculpt, right? Same exact head sculpt of the Anakin of episode 2. I don't see a 3rd one coming out Artisan. Unless it is unveiled and revealed when the announcement of the Naboo version Anakin comes out and then they decide to do that version Artisan as well. That would be the only way that I see that happening. Who is going to buy a 3rd Anakin from episode 2 just because it's Artisan besides me?
Good point.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So they're not going to overuse a head sculpt to then give it to you a 3rd time Artisan. Nah, it ain't happening. They will change the head sculpt, right? They have to change the expression to give you that then absolutely all day long. But to reuse it like they just did twice, not happening. Happening.
A Queen Amidala would be nice.
That's another one. So the fact that they showed you, and this is, shout out to Bob for this. I'm going to pull up this real quickly because he was the one who gave me this picture and pointed that out too, because I had no idea that was even that was even a thing. So I'm going to show you guys another version, which again I told you guys it was happening anyway. The moment we got that first Padme, what did I say? Padme's the new Leia. She's coming, and here she is. So if they're giving us this version of him, right, reusing the same head sculpt, why wouldn't they reuse her head sculpt again and give us this version too?
Yeah.
No brainer. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean with she's the new Leia. I'm not saying that they'll never make a Leia ever again. What I'm saying is right now, the hot, the new is her.
Five.
Yeah.
Escape Leia.
You already know the answer to that. You already know the answer to that.
Escape Leia.
You already know the answer to that. We got Derek. How are you, my friend?
Hello.
Welcome. So, so that's the thing. They could do whatever they want, but it doesn't make sense to have them, constantly reusing that same head sculpt again already twice and then root it. They have to change the expression. Then everything's game. You know what I mean? Unless, which I don't think, right? Unless they change the expression on this one, the Naboo version, and they'll root it, because of that. Right? Again, I don't think so. It looks exactly the same as the one we got. So I doubt it. Big Rib, how are you, my friend?
Hello.
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Nice. Look at you with the new icon. Welcome. Kanya sucks. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Kanya is. What is Kanya? Would you rather be called garlic peasant or cockroach? Oh my god. Derek says, all-knowing Fabs. I was a comic store in the city, and they was saying when Hot Toys on Sideshow go on waiting list, they get no more. You think that's true?
So
I was a comic store in the city, and they was saying when Hot Toys on Sideshow go on wait list, they don't get no more. You think that's true? Well, that from experience is not true already. Why? There have been announcements that have been waitlisted and they have come back on Sideshow specifically. I can't tell you the name of the figures, but I know for a fact they've come back because people have been like, oh my God, look, it was waitlisted and now they have some, and it'll be like a short burst of, just a certain amount, but they do come back. They have come back, not often, not tons, but it has happened, right? So maybe to a comic book store, they're not going to send them shit, But at Sideshow, if for whatever reason, because remember, they only get their stuff from Hot Toys. So if Hot Toys has any extra to give them, obviously they'll send them.
And sometimes Sideshow has it, and it's in a payment plan, and a person says, I'm canceling it. Now it becomes available.
Correct.
Right.
Right. Correct. So that'll be, strictly if you're shopping on Sideshow. Regarding, outside retailers or vendors, most likely if it's already gone on Sideshow, like Nefty said, if it becomes available, it'll most likely be available on Sideshow from somebody canceling, and they're not going to send that piece to a vendor. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to happen. So that's why it that makes sense that that it doesn't have that they're not going to get any more. Again, a vendor, not Sideshow. 40 garlic nuts watching. Yes.
What are we doing? We're gonna watch Andor. We're gonna come back tonight.
Huh?
Work. I don't work, bro. What do you want to do? You tell me.
I don't work. No, I mean it depends. We could. Depends.
I give you a chance to see the 3 episodes, so it can be a 11 o'clock start. What I'm trying to tell you, if you want to go that route.
No, we could.
I don't work.
If anything, they'll do an Artisan Obi-Wan from correct. Absolutely. Yes. We're looking. Number one, we need a episode 1 Obi-Wan. That's number 1. We need an episode 2 Obi-Wan as well. So those figures obviously could be rooted. They could be Artisan. I don't think so, but anything's possible. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. Anything's always possible.
You know what's so crazy? If they did the trilogy, the old trilogy, all Artisan. One at a time, of course. Luke, Han, Leia.
Right.
Chewie.
We need Pod Racer, Little Annie. Yeah, eventually, episode 1, Anakin has to be made. For if they're making young Ahsoka, you better believe they're making young Anakin. Absolutely, 100%. There's no way that they're not making that figure. So back to Nefty's King. So here it is, guys. So here is apparently the comment that caused all of this disruption. It says here, scam company. That's a fitting title. It says this company is promoting very expensive collectibles for thousands of dollars with nice and juicy announcement videos of the product, which they promise will be delivered. The reality is then that they are going to use different material, for example, cheap plastic instead of the announced metal from the promotion video. I don't think he meant metal. I think he meant promoted material.
What did you mean when you wrote that?
I think that's what he meant. See, because he used material here, so I don't think he meant metal. Announced metal. I think he meant announced material. So I think that was a mistake. I don't think that was done on purpose. From the promotion, because that doesn't even make sense. Announced metal from the promotion, no. So announced material from the promotion video. In order to save money and make profit on customers, I have ordered 2 items. Oh, this is definitely not Nefty, because Nefty's 14 deep. I have ordered 2 items at the same time, over $3,000, and it is even not worth $500. This crap. This is an absolute scam company. Beware, you have been warned. I need to write my own piece on this because this is no. He's correct. He is correct. Let's see what Jazzik responds. We have checked, and there is no customer in our database called Bernie Smith. Duh. Also, everything claimed here is factually untrue. Well, no, he made a mistake with the word. First of all, we are not a scam. Absolutely a scam. We're not a scam. You're just a ripoff. We have been a company for 10 years. Yeah, ripoff. And we ship thousands of products to happy customers. I don't know about happy customers every year. We have also won the collect. Shut the hell up. Oh my God. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What the hell is he talking about? The collecting weekly. Oh my God.
I hope they win this year, so it could be a 3.
Yeah, I hope so too.
The Chicago Bulls of the 90s. Back to back.
Oh my God. Jazzik with the 3-peat. Unreal. Unbelievable.
Jazzik, 3-peat.
It says we have also won the collecting with. Come on, man. It's like me saying I have won the Nefties collectors. I have won the yearly Nefties collectors award. Can you? Unbelievable. Finally, wait, where am I? Collecting award 2 years in a row, no less. Unbelievable. Voted on by the community. Anyway, finally, the only product that has been shipped to customers with metal parts is the 1989 Batmobile. Again, he didn't mean that. We have never claimed it would be all metal. And as a matter of fact, the metal parts that were added to the vehicle were added as a free upgrade. Nothing's free, okay? A free upgrade after the pre-orders had been open for many months. Initially, we did not offer this car with any die-cast parts at all. You can see that in this video. Look at him. He's trying to get views on a what do you call it? On a complaint. Unbelievable. So again, there is nothing wrong with this complaint here. This is 100% true. I can guarantee you he did not mean metal. He meant material, because this metal word doesn't make sense there. But if you replace material with metal with metal, metal with material, you'll have a 100% accurate statement right here. Okay, 100%. Whether he likes it or not, because of the metal piece, then that's his problem. But this is not about the metal, because I don't think he's talking about metal. So now, Nefty.
Yes.
Do you think he's asking if you're related to Kanye? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Talia, welcome. Nice to
Woohoo!
everyone. Why am I late? No, I started early, Talia. I started at
Movie.
7 because Andor is starting soon, starting at 9 p.m. So that's why I started early. Whose burner is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you rip off? Isn't that what a scam? No. A rip off, like for example, a scam is where somebody purposely takes advantage of you, right? A rip off is you're buying a product that is not worth what you're paying for. Now, that could be a scam also, right? That could be part of the scam. Him making you cheaper, selling you the world and selling you and sending you cheaper stuff. Absolutely. That could be a scam 100%. But that's where you could differentiate the two, right? One is done on purpose, which again, we'll never know. But one is done on purpose and one is just you voluntarily bought the item that turned out to be a ripoff, But the ripoff could be from a scam, right? Could stem from the scam. FabsFigures and the roasting has begun. He won awards. Won't let me spend $1,000. So again, nothing false, nothing bad about this, nothing that is untrue. And Nefty has experienced it, which is funny that he puts his shield up for Yost no matter what. But what are you gonna do? So Nefty, are you expecting anything? Any new figures? Have you ordered anything? Are you excited for anything coming soon?
Fabs, I have about 10 boxes I haven't unpacked. And I'm today I got the Kenobi. The other day I had the Bad Armory. I have things that I got to unpack. Now that I got the Magic case, I'm starting to do that. But yeah, I still got it. Everything that I have on pre-order that's coming through the main channels of Sideshow is what I'm getting. I'm getting the notification. I think I just got a notification for the Wasp that's coming because I don't own a Wasp, so that one's coming.
I need the short hair Wasp. I need I need Ant-Man 3. I'm in no rush because I already have 2 Ant-Man 2s. I have Wasp twice.
And listen to this, Fabs. This is the phase that I'm going into now. I got a couple of more module case that I'm going to be ordering for figures that I actually have. And then second phase is in my next room. I'm going to start buying module cases just to keep them empty for the future Doomsdays, for the future Fantastic Four, for anything else that comes down the pipe. So I'm going to be proactive now and buy. So instead of me waiting for things to come so I can fill it up, they'll be waiting for my figures.
Oh, nice. Okay. Beautiful. Says, anyone can give an award. Example, Nefty, I award you with the 2025 You Have Been Scammed by Pro Award.
Thank you.
He said thank you.
What are you going to do, huh?
Oh, my God. Wait, we got to do it the right way. Hold on one second. We got to do it properly. This is not... Fatman, what do you say before you get off? Ooh. Wait a second. Oh, that way you guys are. Are you guys? I posted on YouTube an hour ago. Just nobody removed anything. Luch, not that I saw. No, I read that. Yeah, I don't know which one got deleted, Luch, but I didn't remove anything. So now I get it. Now I see why you guys are saying, are you related to Kanye? You guys are sick. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you on Nefty so you know what's going on. Disgusting, Luch.
Anyway, Fabs, we doing something afterwards, or I have my phone on me? Just call me.
So 2 things. All right, I sent it in the chat, Nefty. Go look.
Okay.
If we have an announcement, if we have an announcement, we'll come back. If there's something really, really good on the show, we'll come back.
Well,
If not,
let's be on the phone on what's up, and I'll be.
yeah, of course. Yeah, Bob, unbelievable, disgusting. I had no idea that's what was going on. You guys are sick. All right, guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next.